We're here. Welcome to the crib. Come in.
Yes, sir.
Yo, this is it. Yo, come through. Just come through. Walk with me. Hallway, rooms, turn in the hallway,
Yes, sir.
bathroom.
We always need a mirror in the crib.
You know
when
what?
we getting dressed up and all that.
Girlfriend, living room.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Honestly,
how's it going?
Good.
Chill.
Just chilling.
So we chill. Where we vibe out.
Okay.
But
it smells good in here.
bedroom. We got candles. Always.
Oh,
Candles.
always candles.
Always.
Okay.
Fire hydrant.
A
Got
fire
our
hydrant in the crib though?
We're doing something with this, all right? We're doing something with this. There's a project coming. It's here for a reason. They're so heavy. I don't have them for no reason.
Okay. Okay.
That's my room.
What you planning on making? What's the project?
Honestly, I just really want to like spray paint it, and then like in a way that is fun and interactive. Like I don't know, like imagine a fire hydrant painted as a watermelon. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or like as a flower.
And then you're gonna put it in the crib somewhere?
I want to put it in the crib somewhere, but I also want to like pitch that to the city. Be like, yo, can we beautify the city? I don't know. Yeah. Fire hydrants could look cute and fun and colorful. This is my brother. He is a very talented painter. He is Haitian, we're all Haitian, and I think, you know, our heritage influences his work a lot. He paints on the back of glass, so he paints backwards, and then this is the front of the glass. So the paint is on the back of the glass, kind of paints it backwards and then in layers, and then it comes up like this. And this one, there's denim cloth in there, different cloth, different fabrics, like stitched into the canvas.
Oh shit, that is
yeah,
crazy.
it's like I love his work. I mean, I'm biased, he's my brother. This one is something that my homegirl from middle school made, and she gave me this flashlight with it. She's like, "This is how I see you sometimes." I'm like, "That's crazy. You know what? I'll take it." And it's glow in the dark. You see that?
Yeah, that is like, hard.
Yeah, no, I have so many talented people in my life.
This is a New York crib, so we gotta have clothes everywhere.
Oh yeah, no,
That's
clothes.
the New York
Clothes
statement.
are everywhere. These bins filled with clothes. My girl lives with me, so it's just all our clothes. Like it's straight all our clothes, and then like I'm still in the middle of like spring cleaning. It's spilling in the summer, but like I just like have so many books. Like those boxes over there in the living room, just mad books.
So you're a book reader.
I'm a book reader. I'm a publisher. I'm an editor. So I work with books.
How come you ain't never told me about that?
I work in. That's the work I do.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, it makes me so happy. I love working with children's books. I love being able to impact the world in that way. You know what I mean?
Show us like one of your recent published books.
You know what? All right. Not too much on it, but you know, this copy's worn out. But this book, it's in English and Haitian Creole, and it's the first writing credit I've ever gotten. And it's just
Fire.
a book about like get ready to play soccer, but it's bilingual, and it means a lot to me because my mom could like read this to me, you know what I mean? Yeah. And growing up, we didn't like always have the time to do that. So like I don't know, I feel like there's a Haitian kid out there, there's any kid out there, but a Haitian kid who could have his mom read a book to him, right? 100%. Like because even though she doesn't fully understand English, she understands this, and they could read together and teach each other. Yeah, no, it reminds me of my mom. It reminds me of. I love dried plants because I don't have to water them. And honestly, that's where I'm at with plants. You know, I used to be a plant dad, and then now I just don't have the time. So I keep dried plants. My girl's a florist, so there's always something to like dry out. I made these curtain rods out of branches.
What influenced that curtain branch right there?
No, it's like you know, it brings a little outside, inside. I feel like that's how things are supposed to be. It's healthy, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I spend a lot of time in my room, so I don't know. You know, I don't know, making it healthy, making it greener, or at least, you know, have foliage.
Before we get into your closet, what's your fashion take?
Oh, fuck, yes. What is my fashion take? You know what? I think my best fashion take has less to do with fashion, more about focusing on the things that you love and putting in the effort and time to not only find things that you're passionate about, but engage with those things and build that passion, and it doesn't have to be a skill, but just participating in things that you're passionate about. I think that's what influences my fashion a lot, and I think that can be anyone. Like, you can embody any part of yourself, anything you're passionate through your fashion. So I think, yeah, find your passion, and like, you know what I mean. If you're passionate, like, everything makes sense afterwards. But yeah, that's a good take. That's my take. Yeah, I feel good about that.
Alright, so come on. Alright, so now this is my favorite part of the whole episode. There you go.
Yeah.
Boom. This is my favorite part. This is everybody's favorite part. Your 5 fashion pieces. Let's go.
5 fashion pieces. Let's go. I don't even have to open up the closet for the first one. The first one is my cowboy boot roller skates. These are legendary and iconic, dare I say myself, and I will say so myself. They were, and they still are, the best gift anyone's ever given me. Besides my mom giving me the gift of life. Shout out moms.
Shout out moms.
Shout out moms. Shout out moms, bro. Shout out moms. But nah, deadass. But I love these. When I met my girl, we met roller skating. She was also teaching me to skate, and she taught me how to skate like in 2 weeks. In the first 2 weeks from when we met each other, I was already skating backwards. You know what I mean? And I would say things like, "Yo, what if I could have cowboy boot skates that were roller skates?" I said that like maybe twice, like in passing. And that August, we met each other in April, like almost 4 years ago. No, a little more than 4 years ago. Our anniversary just passed. But she, like, that August, first year we met each other, she like surprised me with these on my birthday. And yeah, just honestly, I'm rambling because I love these. These are, honestly, I started with my favorite. Like, but like the heart stoppers, the wheels have changed over the years. Like, and she didn't even know if like it was possible to skate in these. But by the time she had gifted them to me, like, we had skated so much and it had become one of our like passions and love languages that, like, yeah, I just put them on and I was pretty good at it. And now I've made her a pair.
So you want your goddamn
yeah, honestly, that was so thoughtful. I couldn't have said anything more about that idea more than twice.
That's crazy.
From April to August, and I know from making her a pair, she balled out on these, because you gotta buy the Harper. Like, I love my girl, guys. Honestly.
Shout out to a good girlfriend.
Shout out to a good girlfriend. Honestly, a good girlfriend is the best accessory. A good partner is the best accessory. Even if it's a best friend, change your life.
The way to success is a good girlfriend.
That's a fact. You know what? Love. Just love. Love. You need love in your life to succeed. Like, you need people who love you.
100%.
Because they're going to build you up, and you will become the people in your life. So make sure that it's love. It's love all around you. That's the first fashion piece, though. Second thing, honestly, I just read this book recently. It's called The One Thing You Would Save. And it's about a question that a teacher asks. Like, if your house was on fire, what's the one thing you would save? You know what I mean? And that's you start to think about it surface level, and then it's like, you really start to think about it if you challenge yourself, like, what is the one thing you would save? The crib's on fire, there's only one thing you can save. What's the one thing? That has very little to do with this, but I think like I narrowed down to a top 5, and one of the things is my lighter cap collection. I love these. They're just lighter caps, y'all. They're just lighter caps. I'm a lighter guy.
Okay, so quick. So your lighter caps, what does this has to do with your fashion sense?
I love lighter caps. I think they're like a big staple in the punk scene, and I've always been fascinated with punk music and honestly mainly the culture. But lighter caps, I used to have like 5 bottles of these. You know what I mean? And I lost them in a move years ago. And like I was devastated, and it helped me like be less materialistic. But I realized how much they meant to me. Like I love lighters, you know what I mean? I have all sorts of different lighters.
That's
you know what I
hard.
mean? I carry lighters with me all the time. Like, people get me lighters as souvenirs. You know what I mean? I love all sorts of lighters. You go to a country, get me a lighter, whatever. Get me matches. You go to a bar, I got a lighter holster. You know what I mean? That goes on your shit. Like, I love lighters. But, and I love, like, keeping a lighter with me. I always typically have a lighter with me. I don't know when I picked it up, but, like, I just always have a lighter with me. I think it's important. I think someone, like, gave me that advice like a while ago, and I just have always kept a lighter with me. So yeah, my lighter caps. I think that's number 2.
Okay.
My lighter caps. That's my lighter caps. Yeah, honestly, that's number 2. Number 3. Let's go to the closet. Yeah, let's go into the other closet. The little rat shoes. These are honorable mention. But those are fun, silly, goofy ones. My third passion, my passion fashion piece. These are honestly, these are book pants. They're Jean-Paul Gautier, and I love the color, and I love that like the books on the pants, like they all are references to actual books. I've told myself that eventually I'm gonna go through all of these and figure out what all the references are and then read them.
Are they French books?
They are in French, but they also exist in English.
Okay.
And I got these pants the first time I went to France to visit my aunt. And yeah, I just feel like I love them. I work with books. I love reading books. I'm big on literacy and knowledge, being power. And so yeah.
You know what I just noticed?
What's up?
You got a lighter cap right here.
Yeah, honestly, I put lighter caps everywhere. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I love lighter caps. Like, I love lighter caps. Before it was trendy, because I realized, like, now, like, everyone's using the lighter caps on the caps and on leather and stuff, but, like, I've always been on my lighter cap shit. And also, you know what it is? I never really was able to find them, like in bulk. You can't, I don't know if you can find them in bulk, you know what I mean? So like all these lighter caps are from lighters that I've had and used. Like that you know what I mean? That means something. But yeah, these pants was my third. My fourth piece, you know what? My fourth piece is not even mine. This is the sweater that my girl was wearing when I first met her.
Really?
Yeah. And
you a lover boy.
I am.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, shout out my girl. She was wearing this, and I was skating for like the first time since I was a little kid. So it was at a roller wave, like one of those skater events. And it was right during that part of COVID where everyone was starting to come out. But I came out with my mans, and I was just falling all over the rink. Everyone's going in a circle. It was an outdoor rink. And I remember seeing this sweater, and I'm low-key shy, y'all. Like, I was being mad bashful, but I was just like, nice sweater. And like, before she could even react, I was already like down. I was already down the way. Like I was just like, nice sweater, and like, and she ended up coming up to talk to me, as I was on the back of my man's motorcycle. We was about to leave, and she skated out, and we like exchanged information, and I was hugging my man, so I was like, "Oh, I'm not gay, by the way." Like, I don't even know why I said that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gay, by the way. And she would later tell me that was funny, but we exchanged information. The rest is history. But yeah, this is my fourth. This was
So,
the sweater.
real quick. What's the medicine to a 4-year relationship?
The medicine to a 4-year relationship, honestly, I think patience and understanding and communication. That's it. Patience, understanding, and communication. You communicate. You take the time to understand that communication, and to understand each other, and just the love grows. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? Patience,
Perfect.
understanding, communication. That's it. Yeah, that's 4 years. Yeah, 4 years plus. I am so happy. That's the one. Okay, number 5. 20 years. We're going 20 years. We're going 40 years. We're going 60 years. We're going 70 years. We're going 80 years.
Yeah.
We're going 100 years.
Yeah.
We're going 3,000 years. Yeah. No, we're going. I love love. I love my girl. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of shy, but yeah.
She's somewhere smiling.
Yeah, like.
You think she
In
is?
the other room, she definitely hears us. Like, I know you hear us. Okay. We did the pants, we did the sweater, we did the lighter caps, we did the skates. Honestly, my last thing. Let's do a shirt. A lot of good shirts. But you know what? I'm like a big t-shirt guy. I love band tees. I love getting tour tees, like when I go to a concert. And you know what? Yeah. This one's not even like, I love so many types of t-shirts. This one I think it feels like a basic one, but I think it's the memory behind it. This was like a Tame Impala tee that I got from a show. The only Tame Impala show I've gone to. Really fuck with Tame Impala and Kevin Parker's music. I remember the first time I went to LA was like mid-March, right before COVID hit. It was the first time I'd ever been to LA, and I went to LA for this concert. It was a great album. I was geeking. When you see someone live and they're good live, that's the mark of mastery for music, for me. Like, when you sound better than the album, when you sound better than the track in real life, and I'm like, oh, when you're touching my soul, I'm like, that's and Tame Impala was living up to it. I had an amazing show. The next day, you started hearing about COVID hitting and like all that happening. And within like the next 3 days, the whole tour was canceled. I don't think they ever like had that tour. Like, they had to cancel the whole thing, and then COVID started.
That's crazy.
But like, I feel like everyone has a like, where were you like that week when COVID really hit America?
Yeah.
And that was the last thing I did outside before COVID. Honestly, if I'm bringing it back to passion and that being my fashion advice, I think that's really the takeaway here. You could take away this t-shirt from me. If that burned in a fire, that's okay. I have the memory of the show. And that being the thing, you know what I mean? You could take away these pants, so I lose the pants. Like, I have the memory of this being the first time I went to Paris, and like, when I was turning 21 and I was meeting an aunt, you know what I mean? You could take away the skates, I still got my girl. You could take away the sweater, I still got my girl, you know what I mean? And honestly, you can't take away these things. They're everywhere. They're everywhere on my clothes. There's always gonna be one at least in my hair. So, those are 5 things. Yeah, I feel good about them. Yeah, that's
an incredible 5 fashion pieces right there. I love the pieces itself, and I love the story behind it, man.
Yeah,
you rock, dude.
I love. Oh my God, thank you for love. Yo, thank y'all for coming through and doing this. I feel like I just went down memory lane a little bit.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel emotional. Yeah. Thank y'all for real, yo. No, yeah, this is great. Honestly,
Shout out to Malcolm. Yo, if my followers
Shout out
help,
AJ.
if my followers and supporters could help you with anything, what would you want them to help you with?
Yo, if you have kids, if you know any kids, let me know. Come to the crib, hit me up. Get some books. Like, I always have books. I always fill up the the little free libraries in my area. One day I think I'm gonna have like a mobile library, but until then, like, I always want to give out books to people, but I can't always make it. So please hit me up for books. I'll give you some books. I just always have a surplus of children's books in the crib. Get some books, y'all. Please. Cheers. Yeah, that's it.
No, that's it.
Get some books.
They'll do what they gotta do. Make sure y'all hit them up.
Get the kids reading. Get the kids reading.
And I need to be reading to the kids, man. So
to the kids.
Get them books.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Honorable mention. Honestly, if I start doing honorable mentions, there'll be too many honorable mentions. Honestly, honorable mentions though. Shout out. What was it? Imran Potato. There we go.
Yeah.
The stupid ass shoes, man. I love them. They're stupid. I feel like a lot
Can I
of.
try them on?
Yes, they're just.
You think
Crocs.
it's gonna fit me?
Honestly, what size you are? Nah, you got it. I think you got it. I think they'll kind of fit, at least a little bit.
A little bit. All right, well.
You can fit the Croc. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Come on now. Come on now. Tell me that's not fire.
Yo, what's his name? What's his name?
Honestly, that's that's Alvin. And that's Theodore. We don't get the third one.
Shout out Alvin and Theodore, man. If you see Alvin and Theodore, say hi. He don't bite. He actually like people. He's not like regular rats, you heard? This ain't regular.
These are one of the dumbest things I've ever bought.
How much you bought it for?
It was like $30, man. I would not pay a lot of money for those, but honestly, maybe I would. Maybe I would. So.
Yo, thank you so much for showing us your favorite 5 fashion pieces. You know we're gonna have to be back soon.
Yo, you know what? I have something. I have more stories.
Yeah.
More love. Yeah, more Malcolm history, more Malcolm lore.
Yo, shout out Malcolm Alexis.
Shout out AJ.
The legend, the GOAT. One of the flyest in Bushwick, Brooklyn.
Shout out to whoever said that. For real, shout out to you if it was you.